Folks, I'm 4 weeks into doing this show, and I gotta say, it's pretty fun. It's the first time we got the first lady over here. I got John over there. What more could you want? It's the first time that and this is important to me, it's the first time that the real Stephen Colbert, have ever been on television. And it feels good. I feel important. Now, I do. Now I understand how that other guy got such a huge ego. But I am myself now. And losing the character leaves one frightening existential question.
Who is Stephen Colbert is the real big question here, right? You know, what character will he play? Will he play himself?
The question everyone is asking is, what will the real Stephen Colbert really be like?
Stephen Colbert doesn't really have a personality that I know of.
What? Of course I have a personality. My many interests include passions and hobbies, such as listing my interests. The point is, for over a year now, people have been asking, who are you? I haven't heard that question so many times since I crashed the royal baby shower. The answer I gave then was Duchess Lady Cumberbatch of King's Landing. But to ultimately answer this very personal question, I've been on a quest of self-discovery. First, I Googled Stephen Colbert inner self. And what I got was a picture I cannot show you, and that my doctor should not have tweeted. Then I took a bunch of personality tests, the Minnesota Multiphasic, the Johnson O'Connor, and BuzzFeed's Which Late Night TV Host Are You? It turns out I'm a Kimmel. But the most definitive personality test of them all is the Myers-Briggs, a psychometric questionnaire developed by the mother-daughter team Catherine Cook Briggs and Isabella Briggs Myers, based on the work of Carl Jung, featuring Pitbull. It's the kind of test your parents pay for you to take when you're out of college but don't have a job yet to see what sort of profession they should force you to become. And the test divides humanity into 16 personalities. So, which of these 16 personalities am I? Well, I'm the type of person who'd hire a camera crew to find out. In this, the first installment of who knows how many parts, Stephen Colbert's Who Am Me? Julie Gross, master practitioner of the Myers-Briggs personality assessment, dropped by my office to administer the test. Julie, Stephen Tyrone Colbert, nice to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you, Stephen.
If I test positive for Myers-Briggs, do I have to call all my former lovers and tell them to be tested too?
In our discussion, it's only the two of us now. It's up to you to decide whether you want to share the results with anyone else.
Okay. Let me make sure I understand this. You offer 16 different personalities, and I get to pick the one I like?
No. You take an assessment of 144 questions, and the results of the assessment indicate where you stand on preference scales, and that determines your personality type.
What if we find out that I don't have a personality?
It is simply not possible to have no personality.
Have you ever met Ryan Seacrest?
No. I would be able to determine and identify his personality.
You could stay awake. What's the best personality to get?
The best personality is actually the personality that you were meant to have, is your innate personality.
Obviously, I want to be myself, but what personality appeals to 18 to 34-year-old males with disposable income? What do they like? And I will be that.
Believe it or not, people want to see the real you.
Okay.
Now, I would like you to look at these drawings that illustrate the difference between these preferences.
So the extrovert here, is he loving life even though he's got arms like a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Yes.
He's like, I don't care if I have no face.
Totally. Yes. Whereas an introvert would prefer to be in his own quiet world of reflection.
I'm an extrovert in the streets, but an introvert in the sheets, if you know what I mean. Okay? Once we're down and dirty, I'm like, I got this one. You can go.
Thank you for sharing that, Stephen.
You're welcome.
So this is sensing or the intuitive?
Can I ask you something about that intuition guy over there?
Certainly.
Is he getting an idea, or is he thinking about a light bulb?
Which do you think he's doing?
I think he's Edison. I think he's got an idea, and the idea is the light bulb. Was Edison intuitive?
Excellent, yes. Okay. So, Stephen, now I would like to conduct the assessment with you.
Go ahead.
So, in a large group, do you more often introduce others or get introduced?
I get introduced because I'm famous.
What if you weren't? What if
Jesus.
you went to a country?
Hold on, wait a second. That just rocked me back on my heels. Like I'm canceled? Like why aren't I famous, Julie? In your nightmare scenario, have I been canceled?
You're in a small village.
Oh, I'm someplace that doesn't have television.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Then I would introduce myself.
Are you more attracted to a person with a quick and brilliant mind or a practical person with a lot of common sense?
I'm flattered, but I'm in a relationship right now. Thank you. I'm not going to say I'm not feeling it too, but let's be professional about this,
Yes.
Julie. Okay, what was the question?
The
I got
question
got lost in your teeth there for a second.
So, Stephen,
So, Jules.
are people more likely to describe you as a procrastinator or too impatient?
Can we do this one later?
It's the last question.
Oh, okay, good. Well, then let's not get to it.
Okay.
Is this scored by a computer?
Yes, it is, and I will be right back with the full report.
Colbert's results are in.
Stephen, I have a very comprehensive report.
So what am I?
So,
Could I have a drum roll, please?
you are an INFP.
INFP?
Yes.
STFU. So INFP.
Yes.
Is that a good one to get?
Introversion, intuition, feeling, perceiving. It's typically the most brilliant, creative, intellectual minds.
Most. Oh, of course.
Yes.
You're not just right?
Not, I would
Brilliant.
never.
Intellectual minds.
William Shakespeare.
Okay, not too shabby. Keep going.
Tim Burton.
Yeah, what he did to Johnny Depp. Unforgivable.
Johnny Depp is another.
What? You're making up now.
No!
What? Really?
See, sometimes you are attracted to someone of your type. Why?
I'm not saying I'm attracted to Johnny Depp.
Why?
That's okay.
Because
I know part of this is about lifestyle, but I never said I was attracted to Johnny Depp. All right. What's my dark underbelly?
Okay. So, Stephen, you are so warm. You are an incredibly warm person. There's just a little aspect of it, which is
Here it comes.
it's possible, I'm not saying it happens all the time. Some people sometimes may not see that warm aspect of your personality
You.
because of the introversion.
You and
Because that's another four-letter word, but I'd rather stick to the MBTI types.
All right. I apologize.
No problem at all.
Sorry.
So what I would say is,
Yeah?
feel free.
Hold on. I just want to shake this one off for a second. Man, that was a roundhouse punch. You do this for a living? This is how you treat people?
Yes.
Wow.
They want the truth.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, here's the truth. I'm very attracted to Johnny Depp. Okay? And I'm not ashamed of it.
You have a lot in common.
Yeah, we do.
I can understand that.
We're both very pale. And we both look good dressed up as pirates.
Just keep in mind.
I just don't do mine publicly. I don't flaunt it. Do people
So-
like INFPs? Like, do lots of people like us INFPs?
Yes. If you become so in tune with who you truly are and feel comfortable acting authentically, then you will receive that love.
So I have to be myself for people to love me.
Yes. That's true love. For someone to accept you and appreciate you with all of your strengths,
Yeah.
possible blind spots, but in all of your glory.
And they will?
Yes, because you have enormous strengths. It's going to be the most glorious new TV show in history.
You are my favorite human being of all time. Julie, thank you for letting me know that I'm an INFP, America. Get ready for me to be all up in your face. Well, whoever me am, he'll be right back with John Legend.